Okay, all right, so this video I'm gonna kind of go through the inside. So first off, these aren't the regular panels. When I had some body work done, they did this where it's basically fabric. So it's just fabric through here, and it kind of matches the chair fabric, which does say Recaro, but it's not a Recaro. I bought this off some dude at the track for a couple $100, but it's a fake Recaro, but it holds pretty good. All right, also these I bought brand new, these Takata seats. Also this was originally a full roll cage, but I had it welded in as kind of a half, only because I was told you shouldn't drive a full roll cage on the road. So it's kind of a half roll cage. It kind of goes up around the back, and then there's a spot there where you can see that, where the seat belts strap in. Again, all the roll cage itself is all welded in. Then inside, hold on, I think I can go wider here. Yeah. So this was replaced. This is a Momo steering wheel, Momo shift knob. There's some Momo pedals down there. As you can see, the dash is completely modified. So this was the third dash that I went through, and then kind of it broke. So I decided, you know what, I don't care about the speedometer, I'm just going to go with a tack. So behind here is a brand new tack. I forgot the name of the company. It's like a $400 tack. And I just made this front thing temporarily. It's just out of paper. And I don't know if you can tell, but since this was only supposed to be temporarily, it's kind of warped, you know, off the thing. I was gonna make a more permanent plate, which basically all you have to do is take it out and put a plate on there and all that, as long as it obviously matches, because the tack was calibrated to the thing. Also in here, when I moved the car from California to Florida, for whatever reason during that shipment, the oil pressure gauge doesn't work anymore. And I took the car into the place here. It wasn't for the oil pressure gauge, but they did test it. It's functioning and all that. I just don't have the time to go in and have it. But there is oil pressure. You can tell from the AccuSump in the back. But as far as the inside gauge here, this one does not work. All the other ones here do work. What else? I don't even move the mirror thing. Now these two gauges, this one is for boost, and this is air fuel mixture. They're installed, they're just not hooked up. So, you know, so when you turn the car on, it's just bouncing around because it's just not hooked up to anything. This is for the AccuSump. So when it's down, it's off. Before I start the car, I turn on the ignition halfway. Then I flip this up. It pumps oil, forces oil into the engine, let it sit for 10 seconds, turn on the car, then turn this off. Also on the track, it's amazing because there's just no, if you guys know what an AccuSump does, I mean, there's just no starvation of oil to the engine at all. The clock works, but it's disconnected from a fuse. Years ago, I found that I had a parasitic drain, electronic parasitic drain. I was sitting there trying to figure out where it came from. All I know is it was the same fuse as the clock. So it was just easier for me to just leave the clock out and I don't care and whatever. So I solved that problem. Kind of a half-ass way of solving it, but I don't have a boot just because I like looking at this crap. What else in here? It's missing that vent, obviously. Glove box is there and whatever. I did remove the AC. I remember there was some portion of the AC thing in here I got rid of that was like 20 something pounds. Obviously there's no passenger seat. There's no more sound deadening. I got rid of all that with some dry ice. It was just basically just to get rid of as much weight in here as possible. Anything I just didn't need. It was kind of a phase. I loved it. No cigarette lighter. What else in here? Obviously nothing in the back here to hold tapes or anything. I think that might be it for it inside. What else is it? I can kind of show the back a little bit. Okay, I'll just go through the engine compartment, I guess. So there's nothing holding this up, so I just use a bungee cord, flip it on the inside. But this was rebuilt engine. It's probably got about 1,000 miles on it. I just wish they did a prettier job when they installed it with the engine bay and all that, but they didn't. And I don't know how to do it, so it is what it is. I mean, at least it's a new engine on there. Yeah, everything works on it. Everything's fine. There is, when I change the oil below the car, when I'm under the car, I always get like a drop or two of oil that I feel somewhere in there, and I don't know where it's coming from. I check the oil all the time. I mean, I'm religious about changing this oil, so it's never dirty, but it doesn't seem to go down. So in other words, like where the car is parked, I leave it parked in here, you can kind of see that's about it. And this is about 3 years, and I've done oil changes in here, so I think part of it is just that. So there's really not that much, but it does drip something from somewhere. It's minor, but it's there. It's, you know. Okay, so I guess that's for the inside, which I went to the outside. Oh, maybe I can show you more from here. Passenger door. Again, all the decals, all that can be removed if you wanted. And that just shows the inside. There, different view, shooting down. Ah, I love this car. Okay. All right, that's enough of that one.